Oh, hey, good to see you, my friends. This is Lukas here, of course. Now, today I want to talk about why it's so important to learn the skill to know how to invest by yourself. Now, before we go into that, you got to see it like this. So, on the internet, there are so many companies out there, there are so many platforms that will always give you a guaranteed return on investment. So, I want to talk about the return on investment idea. So the moment you start investing with certain companies, with certain platforms that are out there, now we have some things like Funding Circle, for example, or we've got something called Acorn. There are different platforms on the internet that will give you a guaranteed return on investment in, for example, 1 year time. So what you see very often is that you see a 7% return on investment as an interest on your investment, which is not a bad deal. I'll tell you this. This is not a bad deal. I'm not saying these are bad deals, because getting 7% on your investment is not a bad deal. It's not bad. So the thing is here. Now, if you have these platforms, what you see very often is completely hands-off, which is totally good. You sign a certain agreement so that these guys won't take your money and go on a holiday or something. So it's not like an insurance company, okay? So it's not like a situation that these guys will steal your money. But this is it. This is the only amount you will get. And what do I mean with that? Even if you leave your money back in again, so you say like, you know what, at the end of the year, they give you the interest and you can put it back in again. It never grows. The amount of interest that you get on your investment will always stay 7%. And that's it. The story ends there. There is nothing else to it. You only get 7%. And you hear me say, you only get 7%. Now you might be thinking, you know what? If I leave it on the bank right now, I get 0.01% or so, which is completely nothing compared to 7%. I just have to leave it in for a year. I'm not touching that money anyways. Getting 7% is really not bad. This happens to those people who have no knowledge on financial terms, who have no knowledge on financial education. They have no financial education. Now, what do I mean with that? You can get financially educated if you learn the skill how to invest in stocks, for example. This number is very normal. You'll find out that getting an interest and return on investment of 7% is very normal. Now, I've done a calculation. Not only a calculation, I've been through the housing crash of 2008. Currently, we're in a new crash, a new bear market. If you know how to surf that wave, if you know the skill on how to make money off of stocks, you know how to step in correctly, make the right choices in buying the correct stocks, and also know when to get out, and yet not doing it actively but passively. This is all passive investing. All passive investing. Now this is completely hands-off. Completely hands-off. The only thing what you need to do is you need to put your money in that platform. Completely hands-off. Now what if there's a skill that would teach you that gets a minimum of 7%, but can get you up to 17% if you do it correctly. Now these guys still do it hands-off. These platforms still do it hands-off. Because why? They apply, one thing, they apply the dollar cost averaging method. They apply the same method what you can learn as well. The dollar cost averaging. They invest systematically. The moment you give those guys money, they will invest your money systematically over a certain time. So on that amount of money that you invested, they will surely get that 7%. And everything that they get extra that year, that's how they make their money. They don't want any commissions. There are platforms that say, you know what, no commissions, or only 0.1% commission the moment you take your money out. You know, if you get 7%, 0.1, that's all, you know, I still got 6.9% left. So yes, that's totally fine. But you'll notice that so many platforms say, you know what, leave your money with us. I'll give you a 7% return on investment by the end of the year. No commissions. You know what? I do this for free. It almost sounds too good to be true. Well, I'll tell you this. It is true. You know why it's true? Because if they do a good year by investing in the correct stocks, in the correct method, and with a correct selling method, they could get easily up to 17% per year. And yes, that's how they make their money. By taking your money and leveraging your money, buying stocks, giving you, like I said, only 7% back at the end of the year, and they're allowed to keep 10. Now, if you say so, that's a good way, let's do it. Absolutely. You've got my blessing. Apply the method by being completely hands-off. Now I'll tell you this. This is the interesting part. This is something you can learn yourself. You can learn this by yourself. And instead of letting other people take 17% and give you only 7 of that back, why not just learn this skill and keep everything yourself? No commission needed. Right? Now, if you're this person who would like to be completely hands-off, 7% is still not a bad deal compared to the current 0.01% of what the banks give you. Okay? This is the horrible idea. This is a bad idea. Why? That's like trying to burn your money yourself. You know what? I got a $100 bill. I'll just light it with a lighter. You know, this is a bad idea. Now this is not a bad idea. It's okay, you know. If you want to control your own money, learn to grow your own money, why not learn that skill? There are so many good coaches out there who could teach you this, who do this perfectly fine for many, many years. Like myself. I've been doing this for more than 10 years. Aren't you interested? Hey, if you like this video, of course, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, of course. And if you want to, you can always share this video with family and friends and colleagues if you think, hey, we got to share this video out there because, hey, I know somebody who's doing this hands off. You should learn it yourself because you're already making money, but why not make a little bit more? Because it's a pity, like, you know, it's cutting your bonsai tree every time again the moment it starts growing. Now, bonsai tree is nice, but sometimes you just want to have a big money tree. Hey, and if you want to learn this skill, if you want to have any questions about it, just reach out to me. Send me a message on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever you see me on or whatever platform you see me on. If you have questions like, hey, so okay, so you're saying there is a skill that I could learn to make more money? Yes, there are skills out there that could teach you how to make more money instead of giving it away, giving the full control over your money away. You've worked so hard for your money the whole month, and at the end of the month, what you do is, here, sir, I'll bring my money to you. All of a sudden, you do that. Now, you wouldn't want to give away your money like that and give away control because you'd be like, you know what? I prefer to be a completely lazy person. Nobody says that this method here, nobody says here that this method is an active way because we're still talking about passive investing. I'm not talking about active investing. Active investing means that you will have to put in all the effort. This is still passive way of investing. The way you make money while you're sleeping. If I would have the choice, 7% or possibly 17%, well, I think you are intelligent enough. If you make your money every month as well, I'm surely you would want to learn this skill as well, to just invest in yourself and make use of the moments of crises that we are currently in as well. Because that way, you'll be surfing the wave even higher than anybody else and make maybe even more than 17%. But hey, that's something you can only do the moment you've learned this skill. And thank you very much for watching this video, of course, and I'll see you on the next video. And like I said, you know what? If you want to check out my website, lukasshoe.com, you'll find more information there. And if you believe, I got to reach out to this guy because, hey, he's talking about cool things, I just want to know how that works. Just reach out to me, send me a DM, send me a direct message saying like, Lukas, tell me more about it. You know, that's totally fine, no strings attached. I'll talk to you and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much.